So here is my top 10 business books list. These are my favorites and they are kind of general as well, so these are helpful for pretty much everybody. So let's begin, and I'll start with number 10 and go all the way to number 1, which is my favorite. So I saved the best ones latest. Also just want to mention that all of these books are in the description, a list with links to bookdepository.com where you can order these and get free shipping. You can order them worldwide, anywhere in the country. Some books might not be there, but I link an Amazon link for those then. But number 10 is How to Get Rich by Felix Dennis. Of course, a very successful businessman, and he has some great advice here on how to get rich and succeed in business. It says the distilled wisdom of one of Britain's wealthiest self-made entrepreneurs, and he talks about persistence, for example, and how you need to execute, and that's the key, not the idea that much. Then number 9 is Rich 20-something, has written this, or he calls himself Rich 20-something, Daniel Di Piazza. Ditch your average job, start an epic business and score the life you want. Not like the richest person in the world, but he has more specific information on how to do an online business, create some passive income, and just be a full-time entrepreneur and be able to quit your job. Now I haven't been able to quit my job yet, but this is still helpful regardless on what you should start doing, affiliate marketing or content on social media and YouTube and stuff like that. Next we have The Millionaire Fast Lane. This is such a great book by M.J. DeMarco. This is also on well, not just online businesses, but rather this talks about how to get rich much faster. There is no quick get rich quick scams, of course, that. Those don't really work, but this is about how you can go on the fast lane, shift on the fast lane and become wealthier faster, not instantly, but faster than most people. Because if you go on the slow lane, then what does it really benefit if you become rich old? Of course you serve the world with your products or services or stuff, but you probably want to be rich as young as possible. So this is great advice on that. And what are the greatest businesses? Because some businesses that just suck, like a hot dog kiosk or something, you will only have so many customers if you have a kiosk, and then also the product itself is very cheap, so it's not high in magnitude. That's one of the biggest takeaways I took from this, that you need scale and magnitude. If you don't have one of those, it's hard to succeed. For example, you don't need both of those. If you sell luxury cars or sport cars, then that's a very high ticket item, so you don't need to sell those very much to make a lot of money. But then even if you just sell t-shirts or some pens or some lipstick or something, that's fairly cheap, but if you sell it to millions, you make $1 million, more than $1 million if it's more than €1 product. So yeah, this is a great book. Then The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss. Had to include this on the list. It's of course such a popular book. I think it's a little bit too much popular because of the title, The 4-Hour Work Week, that so many people are just lazy and want to just work 4 hours a week. But it has really great advice on time management and productivity and just running your business and automating it if that's what you want to do, outsourcing stuff so that you can actually have more time. It's not necessarily the goal to work 4 hours a week, but pretty much all of us wouldn't mind, unless you only have some passive business or something. We wouldn't mind a little bit more, maybe free time for the people that will over, or for travel or something. So this is great. A little bit outdated by this year, but still there's some principles to use. Then we have the Self-Made Billionaire Effect, which is a study of billionaires, what made them billionaires, how extreme producers create massive value. John Sviokla and Mitch Cohen are the authors of this book. One thing I remember from this book, for example, is that a lot of billionaires did sales. Most of them actually did sales. They had some sales experience and learned sales to become wealthy. There's other things like as they talk about like presence as well, how people who are really wealthy, they are really present to the moment and they can really focus on the other person, they are not distracted and so on. Then next we have how Google works, and Google of course is a hugely successful company, so great things you can learn from it, also just fascinating to learn about it. Eric Schmidt and Jonathan Rosenberg with Alan Eagle, so, and forward by Larry Page. So Eric Schmidt is one of the founders. Jonathan Rosenberg, I think that's just, I don't want to be wrong, but I think he's just been with this book. But Larry Page I know is, I think Eric Schmidt is one of the founders and Larry Page I think is the CEO of Google. I'm not that actually sure about that, but anyways, great book. Next we have Jay Samit's Disrupt Yourself. This is, it says, master personal transformation, seize opportunity and thrive in the era of endless innovation. This is a great business book for everybody to read. It talks about a lot about like how you get like ideas, like you need to be always like looking for some problems in your day-to-day life. For example, if you have some problem with something, maybe you could do that product then a little bit better than that company, or maybe you could solve that problem. It's a new problem that doesn't really have a solution for yet. That's a great opportunity for a business, and that's really, you solve problems. That's how you make a, that's what businesses are for. They are not for like because you are interested in something. Like it's not about just being passionate about something, but it needs to be valuable and like solve a problem. And then Screw It, Let's Do It by Richard Branson, who is a billionaire. This is a great book because it's a short one, lessons in life. So great guy to learn from, really like a unique guy as well, and it's interesting and much value in such a short book. Then The One Thing by Gary Keller. This is a great productivity book. It talks about how you batch like, or like not batch, but like a block out time of the day, and you need to be focusing on your one thing, and you really need to choose like one thing that you just hammer on and work on until it really like just blows up. And so yeah, so you don't want to be the guy who chases two rabbits and you will catch none. And talks about like some other moods of success as well here in the beginning, and then like this success habit of focusing on the one thing and doing it like deliberately 4 hours at least 5 times a week, and then planning your weeks, and of course having time off as a little bit as well, so that you can really like recover and work more effectively. But finally, number 1 is the Poor Charlie's Almanac, or Poor Charlie's Almanac, and this is the wit and wisdom of Charles T. Munger. If you don't know yet who he is, he's actually the billionaire business partner of Warren Buffett, and he's played a great part in Warren Buffett's success as well. So this is just great life lessons as well, but of course like investing wisdom here and business advice here that is great, and talks about the 25 psychological biases in the end of the book as well. The psychology of human misjudgment, like those shortcuts we try to take, and like just biases that like make us make mistakes. And this is really very important book to read. It costs actually something like 120 euros or dollars, but it's all worth that money. It's a big book as well. It's like not even like a normal sized book. It's this kind of square one, and then it's a lot of pages as well. A lot of pictures here as well. But yeah, those are the 10 books. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Make sure to hit thumbs up if this was helpful, and subscribe as well. Also remember that all these books are linked in the description, so you don't need to go looking for them. I will get a small commission for you buying from those links, but it's all fair. It's the same price. Book Depository or Amazon will just pay from their profit a little bit. That helps me keep the lights on here and produce more videos for you, so it's a win-win. See you next time, guys. Thanks so much for watching.